Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Barbara. David, go ahead, but use the microphone. I don't think the one on the dais is working. You need the,
David Jenke, 8428 Eastwood Road. There's nothing wrong with the German, Barb. All I had to say, and I don't live on there, so I don't want to take up much time, but when someone says they started talking about the fire trucks, I want to let you people know, talking about fire trucks going down a road, and if it's wide enough, I just want to let you know, I fought against this 32-foot width. I'm in favor of Barb, of water stuff and everything. They showed us a movie. This council showed us a movie, illegally parked 2 city trucks on a road and had this was on film, and then had a fire truck try to get around these 2 trucks. They illegally parked the 2 trucks by a stop sign to try to convince the people that that road wasn't wide enough for the fire trucks. So when I hear these stories about fire trucks and everything, I just want to warn you what I went through and everybody else at that meeting. That is not true. A fireman testified that they didn't have no trouble getting to any fire in the city of Moundsville. I just want to let you know that. Also, when you talk about water running off, it takes 55 gallons for every growing tree to grow, and they wonder why our trees are dying. Now, I know you people got a lot because you live on that road. Thank you.
David, would you just clarify, would you clarify this illegally parked truck test for me? When did we do that?
Mike would know. He was ahead of that project, I think.
Well, you said this council, and I'm not aware of that
No, I
test.
meant, okay. Last council, part of the council member. I apologize.
Thank you for that
Right, I
clarification.
apologize, Dwayne. It wasn't for the members. The only one that was on here was Gary Quick.
Mr. Jenke, do you think that we shouldn't discuss public safety? Do you think that we
You
shouldn't?
betcha.
No, you don't think we shouldn't bring it up? Now, that's what you're saying.
No.
I brought it up under a discussion situation, and now you're slamming me because I brought it up. That's a crock, and you know it.
No.
You're digging up something that does not apply. I asked for specifics on this project and the way it works to help me make a decision. Okay?
Okay, let me explain myself. I'm not slamming you. What I'm slamming you is Mike, they have to know this. Mike illegally parked 2 city trucks to show the people on this film that a fire truck couldn't get around the corner. That's all I'm saying. I'm not blaming anyone. What I find is when somebody tries to pull something that isn't very nice, and Dwayne was down here, I think, they got a lot of heat. And let's go to the Bronson Drive.
No,
curb and
let's talk
gutter.
about it. What you're bringing up has no bearing on what I brought up. I'm talking about
Okay,
Spring Lake
let's
Road.
do this. David, you've made your
That's my
statement.
comment.
But Gary, I'm not shutting you off. I'm saying, now make your statement. He made his statement.
Okay.
You needn't argue. You've made your
Yep.
statement. Are you completed?
Just the Bronson Drive, when they did put the curb and gutters there, I was to a meeting down here that they almost literally had to take a guy out of here because he was promised his blue spruce wouldn't go down. You remember that? He was promised that. When he came home from work, this blue spruce was laying down. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now, rebuttal, council member, quick?
Mr. Mayor, you've always said, put all the cards on the table.
Absolutely.
Get the discussion going, throw it out, discuss it, chew it up, spit it out, see what it is. I try to do that. Mr. Jenke comes up, I'm the only one that's on that council. Who else is he directing his comments at?
Now, I understand your
Yep.
feelings.
So
Okay.
what it does, it stifles discussion. And that's what he's trying to do, stifle discussion.
Okay, all right.
By the way, Mr. Jenke, I got your book.
Thank you.
I'll get it over to you.
Okay, you both had your opportunity to say what you wanted to say. That's fine. Does anybody else wish to address this issue or bring in for an opportunity to speak? Cam? Mr.
I think it's
Obert?
time for somebody from somewhere else in Moundsview to speak. Cam Obert, 8315 Greenwood Drive. If you don't mind, Mayor, I'd like to just take a second and congratulate Sherry for winning the seat. And I think that the whole city's going to benefit by having a mother and a woman and a nun testosterone-charged male ego up there. It's good to have this with us. So anyway, congratulations, Jerry.
Thank you, Cam.
For the first time in a long time, I've been left speechless. Would you please continue?
She's the greatest. Anyway, well, we all live on roads in Mounds View. And I have the pavement condition index report. And my road's going to need reconstruction here. Obviously, or sadly, more sooner than later probably, as we all feel. But a lot of folks from Spring Lake Road and County Road I have spoken tonight, and they're very compelling stories and reasons. A lot of emotion involved, and you're an elected body, yet needs to make policies, needs to make decisions. Your decisions need to be based on intelligent input. You pay an engineering firm. Some people resent the engineering firm apparently making a profit, but unfortunately in the United States of America, that's the way we do things. I don't begrudge anybody for making a buck. If the city, there is a bidding process, obviously, the city goes through, Chuck. And obviously, it's to the city's best benefits to find the best deal for the residents. I don't distrust that. I don't have any reason personally to believe the city's out to get me as a taxpayer. You're 5 persons that have a good heart that want to make sure we do the right thing for the city of Mounds View. But what you need to do is you need to come up with a policy about what we're going to do with these roads. Are we going to go through this dog and pony show every time a road is ready for reconstruction? Because look at Bronson Drive last year. Now, a lot of people want to believe those poor suckers got stuck with a 50% assessment. But then the next project comes through, this time it's this road. Well, they don't want to pay anything. Well, they'll pay a fair share. That's what they're coming to. Do we have to do this every time? And if they come up with something different for Spring Lake Road residents, what are the people on Bronson Drive going to say? Gee, we got stuck last year. So Spring Lake Road gets something different this year, but then the next road that comes up, I'm thinking of one, I remember it's 0 on the PCI chart, just for example, a section of Fairchild. They're soon to be due. But what if they negotiate a better deal on Spring Lake Road? Well, what are the people on Spring Lake Road going to say? How come they got less than we did? Where is it going to end? We need to make a policy. We need to stick to the policy. That's why we elect you people to govern our city, take advice from staff, take advice from consultants, take advice from the residents. Somehow or other, this has got to be fixed. And by the way, Mike Ulrich here said that he mentioned that the $580,000 on a turnback money, if it only takes $500,000 as the city's portion for the reconstruction, that $80,000 is not profit to the city. So for the people that think that that's profit to the city, it goes into a general road maintenance fund. So we can all benefit. I mean, what is this thing? Why are people so concerned about, you know, what's in it for me? It's always what's in it for me. How about the common good of the city? How about the benefit to everybody that lives in the city? What's fair is fair. I mean, folks, if you don't like the job they're doing, it's an elected body, elect them out. If you don't like the job they're doing, elect them out. But let's allow them to come up with a policy with all of our input, and then let's let them live by it. Let's let the city live by it. It'll make life a whole lot easier for all of us. It really and truly will. Anyway, that's my piece as a resident on Greenwood Drive. Thanks.
Okay, Cam.